Ben Affleck's ex-wife is jealous of perfect Jennifer Garner. Source: good evening, and welcome to Hollywood Deep Dive. I'm Your Name, and tonight we're unpacking one of the buzziest celebrity headlines of the moment. A report claiming that Jennifer Lopez is jealous of Ben Affleck's perfect ex-wife, Jennifer Garner, and what this says about fame, relationships, and life after showbiz spotlight. We'll break this down for you step by step: what's reported, what's real, and what might be misinterpreted tabloid chatter. The headline you may have seen is straightforward. Ben Affleck's ex-wife Jennifer Lopez is reportedly jealous of his perfect first wife, Jennifer Garner. According to this claim, Lopez, fresh off her split from Affleck, is allegedly watching Garner's career and personal life with envy, especially as Garner continues to be publicly celebrated for her grounded image and motherhood. But before we go any further, it's important to note. This is sourced from unnamed insiders and gossip outlets, not from verified statements by the celebrities involved. Neither Lopez nor Garner has publicly addressed this supposed jealousy. So tonight, we're analyzing not just the rumor, but the context behind it. Let's start with a quick refresher on the main figures. Jennifer Lopez, a global pop star, actor, and multi-hyphenate with decades in entertainment. Known for her work in music, film, and dance, she's currently navigating the aftermath of her high-profile divorce from Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, award-winning actor and filmmaker whose personal life has often been tabloid fodder. His careers in action, drama, and directing have made him one of Hollywood's most visible stars. Jennifer Garner, Affleck's first wife and mother of his 3 children. Garner has maintained a reputation for being down-to-earth, philanthropic, and quietly successful in both life and career. These 3 share a complex history: marriages, long friendships, co-parenting, and now, a tangled public narrative. So what might be fueling stories like this? Pushpin 1. Recent divorce and public narratives. Lopez and Affleck's second marriage ended recently, and coverage has been intense. Fans, and media, have been dissecting every move from all parties. Stories of jealousy or rivalry sell because they play into a familiar drama template: the ex, the current, and the perfect other. Pushpin 2. Garner's public persona versus J.Lo's pop icon image. Garner is often portrayed as a wholesome, grounded celebrity, praised for her parenting and down-to-earth lifestyle. Meanwhile, Lopez is one of the most glamorous entertainers on the planet, known for big performances and bold career moves. When contrasted in headlines like this, it creates an easy narrative of envy, even if neither person actually feels that way. Pushpin 3. Cultural tropes about women and competition. Stories framing 2 successful women as rivals tap into long-standing media tropes, even when there's no evidence of real conflict. So while the headline mentions jealousy, it might say more about what audiences expect to see in celebrity stories than what's actually happening behind closed doors. This isn't the only narrative that's emerged around this trio. Right-pointing Black Triangle # earlier reports suggested Lopez was unhappy with Affleck spending friendly family time with Garner after the divorce, framing it as salt in the wound. Right-pointing Black Triangle # There have also been stories about how photos of Affleck and Garner together at a paintball outing stirred speculation and tension, although none of this has been confirmed by any party. Right-pointing Black Triangle # Meanwhile, Garner's own relationships have occasionally been portrayed as strained due to Affleck's continued presence in her life, though again with unverified sources. The pattern? Media will fill in blanks with emotionally engaging narratives, not necessarily factual ones. Let's take a step back and dissect what we actually know. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's divorce is finalized and public. Garner and Affleck share a strong co-parenting relationship. Garner has a long-term relationship with John Miller, and there's no verified indication Garner wants to rekindle romance with Affleck. What we do not have, as of now, crossmark confirmation that Lopez is jealous of Garner. Crossmark statements from any of the 3 addressing these specific rumors. Crossmark evidence of animosity between Lopez and Garner. In fact, some reports suggest they've actually communicated cordially, especially around parenting matters. So any claim of jealousy remains unverified insider gossip, not documented fact. Why do tabloids and audiences eat up stories like this? Explosion symbol 1. Celebrity nostalgia. Lopez and Affleck's relationship has spanned decades, making their ups and downs feel personal to fans. Explosion symbol 2. Relatable emotional angles. Tales of jealousy, comparison, and rivalry play into universal human experiences, even if they aren't accurate. Explosion symbol 3. Media economics. Headlines that spark debate get clicks. Stories framing difficult emotions or conflicts between recognizable figures are guaranteed engagement. But we have to remember, real lives are rarely as dramatic as the headlines. The heart of this isn't just a celebrity feud. It's a cautionary tale about how we consume fame narratives. A claim of jealousy between two successful women ties neatly into age-old tropes, ones that circulate because they're familiar, not because they're confirmed. Until any of the principals say otherwise, it's wise to take these headlines with a grain of skepticism and remember, behind every rumor is a real person with a real life, and that's usually more complex than the gossip page suggests. Thank you for tuning into Hollywood Deep Dive. I'm your name. Stay curious, and always ask what lies beneath the story.